Womanjeka everyone, Womanjeka meaning welcome. My name is Auntie Julianne and I'm an out of the Wurundjeri Woi-wurrung people, and in recognition of doing my welcome to country, I'd like to pay my respects to my elders past, present, future and any elders that were here today, and I would also like to welcome you all here today. The Wurundjeri Woi-wurrung tribe consists of 3 families, the Nevins, the Terricks and the Wandins, and I'm part of the Nevin family. The 3 families all descend from one woman called Annie Barratt, which makes us one big family. Annie Barratt is the younger sister of William Barratt, a pioneer for Aboriginal people in the 19th century, fighting for equality and land rights. I'm here today to welcome you all to the land of my ancestors. We call the land within our tribal boundaries our country. The Kulin Nation, Kulin meaning man, is made up of 5 groups. They are the Wurundjeri Woi-wurrung, Boonwurrung, Tanarong, Wathaurong and Dja Dja Wurrung. And to give you an outline of the Wurundjeri country and the area we cover. Wurundjeri country extends from north to the Great Dividing Range, east to Mount Baw Baw, south to the Moolalic Creek and west to the Werribee River. We cover a diverse range of land from the mountains to the beach and everything in between. Many thousands of years ago, if an Aboriginal person from another tribe wanted to cross our boundary, they would have to sit at the boundary and wait for the Narragadah, which is the headman, or an elder to come past to give permission to cross. Traditional Aboriginal culture was highly territorial, and visitors risked a violent reprisal for crossing a tribal or clan boundary without this permission, and this is how a welcome to country originated in our culture. Traditionally, being welcomed onto country meant you respected Bunjil's law. Bunjil the wedge-tailed eagle is our creator, and Wah the crow is our protector. And as long as you looked after the country, you had access to our waterways and our land resources. And when you enter our country, we ask that you respect our resources, our fauna, flora and water, as they are very special to us. And when you are ready to leave, we ask that you leave it the way you found it.
We have lots of council services that support our community. We support families with children, including health services for children and mums, vaccinations, playgroups, childcare, and kinder. We support young people in our community. Through events and activities, we have services that can support people with disability, older people, and carers and family of people with disability and older people. Our libraries support everyone in our community, help people learn new things, and are free to join. We support our community to have fun and be active through events and activities, sport, and recreation areas. We help look after our places and spaces, the environment, and local businesses. We have laws to keep people safe, to make sure buildings are safe, to make sure roads and footpaths are safe, to make sure our places and spaces are safe. We make sure everyone follows the law to keep our community safe and happy. Moonee Valley. It's a great place to live, work, and visit.
Good evening and welcome to everyone, including those in the gallery and those watching the swearing-in ceremony via live stream. I am Helen Sui, the Chief Executive Officer of Moody Valley City Council. In accordance with Section 30 of the Local Government Act 2020, I will preside over this evening's swearing-in ceremony. On behalf of Moody Valley City Council, I would like to respectfully acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which Moody Valley is located, the Wurundjeri Woi-wurrung people of the Kulin Nation, and we pay respects to the spirits, ancestors, community members, and elders past, present, and emerging. We also extend this respect to other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island peoples. This evening, we will swear in 9 councillors who have been elected by the Moody Valley community to serve for the next 4 years. This is a solemn but exciting responsibility to act as the community's voice. The role of the councillor in representing the municipal community is to participate in the decision-making of the council, represent the interests of the municipal community in that decision-making, and contribute to the strategic direction of the council through the development and review of key strategic documents of the council, including the council plan. Tonight, we'll welcome new and returning councillors who will represent the city of Moody Valley over the next 4 years. On behalf of council staff, we look forward to working with you all to deliver on the council's long-term vision for the community of Moody Valley, a city that is fair, thriving, collected, green, and beautiful. We will now hear from Wurundjeri Woi-wurrung Elder Uncle Bill, who will welcome the councillors-elect and conduct a smoking ceremony.
Yes, good evening to everyone. I guess it's not every day you have a fire lit in the council chambers here, but today you do, and I'll explain why. But first of all, thank you for the local council for inviting me here to conduct a Welcome to Country and smoking ceremony. It is a great sign of respect to incorporate a traditional owner elder on gatherings on our land, because it's been a custom for thousands of years. And sorry, I'm standing on a pen. I can't focus while I'm standing on it. For thousands of years, there's been a ceremonial practice called Tanderham Naji, which in English is called Welcome to Country, which generally in a modern sort of way of explaining it, it allows people to conduct their business in a culturally safe place. So keep that in mind, because that respect shown tonight is a key factor to feeling truly welcome, which I'll talk about again shortly. The basis of culture to me is your language. I guess that's why the colony now called Victoria decided to take ours from us about 161 years ago. Our language isn't a lost language, it's a language that is being recovered, and I'd like to share a little bit tonight. Wibinjika, Gabamala Mangil, Banabon Yalanbul, Wananjeri Balak. Welcome for a reason and purpose. It's that special reason we're gathering tonight. I greet you and good day from the Wurundjeri people. My name is Uncle Bill Nicholson. I stand here proudly representing my family, my community and my ancestors. We are the sole surviving sovereign clan of the Birrarung, now known as the Yarra River, which has its story in itself, how we got that name. But I guess the sad part of that statement is we are the only family group left, and I'd like to acknowledge all the other family groups or clans, as some anthropologists say, that lived and thrived on this landscape, especially out through the Maribyrnong catchment and Werribee River catchment to the east, because our special connections are to the Birrarung, but we are now the custodians of that extended landscape today. And I'd like to acknowledge all the fallen clans because sometimes if you forget to talk about things, they are easily forgotten. I'd like to extend my acknowledgement to elders past, their strength, resilience and wisdom that allows us to be here today. And I know there's a couple of elders here today, so Auntie Julianne and Auntie Gail, who are here from the Wurundjeri community as well. Good to see you. It's good to see some other elders. I'd like to extend my acknowledgement to community, environmental and cultural leaders here today. Culturally, I like to challenge people. One challenge is let's try our very best to care for this land and care for each other, because that's what children were taught for thousands of years. I also like to challenge people concerning history. Wurundjeri people nearly didn't make it to the modern day. A man named Simon Wonga led our people that set up a place called Corranderk in the 1860s, and if it wasn't for Simon's ability to resist the colonials' imposition on our land and ourselves as people, we wouldn't be here today. So let's try our very best to learn from the past, and let's try our very best to eradicate racial discrimination, because I know for a fact that culture, it doesn't matter about culture, it's humanity and being human, that we want to leave a better world for our kids. We want to create a better world for our kids. So by eradicating racial discrimination and caring for the land, we have a healthy land moving forward, and we have a healthy social environment as well. The Welcome to Country ceremony, I better stop speaking soon because the fire's nearly out. The smoking ceremonial part of it is about our spiritual cleansing. We call it more balak in language, so that's your spirit of yourself or spirit of peoples, and Murrabik, which is the spirit of the land. And sorry, it's always a little bit awkward indoors here. I don't know how much smoke these leaves are going to do. I'm going to put a little bit on there. But what it is, and I'm going to invite you to walk through, coming onto this land, you're first of all, in a modern context, you're showing respect to the customs and culture and to the people of this land. And that's a key factor of feeling truly welcomed. And the symbolism, as I said, is a spiritual cleansing of yourself and of the land we're meeting on today. So to feel truly welcome, those things are part of our law, which was never ceded. And I feel that tonight. So on behalf of myself, community and my ancestors, Wiminjika Wurundjeri Bik, welcome Wurundjeri country to you all. And yes, feel free to come and walk through the smoke. So Nun Gudjin, thank you. And thank you for your respect, because the basis of what we call in language Jindi Warabak, which is unity in the community, is based on respect. Or you can think of it as reconciliation. So thank you all for that, and we'll get the yarn as we go the rest of the night.
Thank you, Uncle Bill, for your welcome and the beautiful smoking ceremony, and thank you everyone for your participation. Section 30 of the Local Government Act 2020 states that a person elected to be a councillor is not capable of acting as a councillor until the person has taken the oath or affirmation of office in the manner prescribed by the regulations. Therefore, I'm delighted to invite councillors-elect to take the oath or make affirmation of office, and for those here and watching online to witness the declarations. Representing Airport Ward, I call upon Hamish Jones. Make affirmation. Please read after me. I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the municipal community.
I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the municipal community.
I will abide by the Model Council Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Council Code of Conduct.
I will abide by the Model Councillor Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Councillor Code of Conduct.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
Can you please stand here? Congratulations, Councillor Jones. I now invite you to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight I stand here with a deep sense of gratitude and an even deeper sense of responsibility. To the residents of Airport Ward that voted for me, thank you for entrusting me with this incredible opportunity. To my family, friends, campaign volunteers and everyone who stood by me, your unwavering support means the world. To those that stopped me on the street or opened their door for a chat, whether you voted for me or not, I thank you for sharing your thoughts and vision for our community. And to my fellow candidates in Airport Ward, thank you for the dedication of running a campaign that focused on improving Moonee Valley. I also wanted to acknowledge all of my fellow councillors, or soon-to-be councillors elect here tonight. I'm excited to work alongside such a dedicated group of individuals, and I look forward to collaborating on the challenges and opportunities ahead. At times we may not always agree, but I'm sure that through conversation, compromise, and yes, sometimes robust debate, we will deliver for Moonee Valley's best interest. This moment is particularly meaningful for me. It represents a journey of persistence and resilience. This election actually represented the 6th time I had stood for council, driven by an unshakable belief in the power of local government to create meaningful change. I genuinely believe that local government is the most important level of government in people's lives with the biggest impact. Perseverance has taught me that every effort, no matter the outcome, that brings you closer to achieving your goals. My parents might call that stubbornness sometimes, but we got here in the end. I hope my story reminds others that resilience and determination can open doors and new possibilities. I ran for council because I care deeply about our community. My priorities during the campaign were clear: increased transparency, cutting red tape, proactively looking for efficiencies, easing the cost of living burden for families, ensuring safe and vibrant community spaces, protecting our open green spaces, and creating an environment where small businesses not only survive but thrive. Small business is the heartbeat of our community. They create jobs, foster connections, and shape the unique character of our neighbourhoods. They are the first to support our community groups and often the hub where local news is shared. As a councillor, I will champion their growth by working towards removing unnecessary barriers and advocating for innovative, practical solutions, as well as opportunities for meaningful connection. Together as a council group, I believe we can build a Moonee Valley that supports families, empowers businesses, and celebrates the diversity that makes this place so special. As a Moonee Valley councillor, I'm here to listen, to learn, and to act with integrity and purpose. I'll work tirelessly to honour the trust that the people of Airport Ward have placed in me, because it's not just about me, it's about all of us and the community we want to build together. Thank you for this honour. It's now time for us to roll up our sleeves and get to work.
Thank you, Councillor Jones, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Take a photo. Representing Barkly Ward, I call upon John Barnes. And you will make affirmation.
Thank you.
Please read after me. I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the municipal community.
I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the municipal community.
I will abide by the Model Council Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Council Code of Conduct.
I will abide by the Model Councillor Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Councillor Code of Conduct.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out the exercise, the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
Please sign here. Congratulations, Councillor Barnes. I now invite you to say a few words.
Thank you, Helen, and congratulations to everyone sitting around the table here. I didn't bring any notes. I just wing it most of the times, but it's going to be a great journey. I will enjoy it. I love a challenge. It will be something that will be, I would imagine, quite hard because there's 9 voices, and to try and get 9 people to agree on something is pretty well impossible, but I think we will try our best to come to some amicable arrangement to get what we can get done in this community. Obviously, I run for the Buckley ward. We need things done there, but everyone else here will try and put their best foot forward for their ward. But definitely looking forward to it, Helen. And can I trade the flowers in behind me for a bottle of scotch, please? Because I get hay fever. That's obviously a no, so I'll take the flowers. But thank you very much. Honoured, and we'll try my best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Barnes. We do have no alcohol and drug policy in workplace, so I will present you a bunch of flowers. Thank you and congratulations again.
Thank you, Helen.
Representing Canning Ward, I call upon Paula Theocaridis. Please read after me. I swear by Almighty God that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the municipal community.
I swear by the Almighty God that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the municipal community.
I will abide by the Board of Councillor Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Councillor Code of Conduct.
I will abide by the Model Councillor Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Councillor Code of Conduct.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities, and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities, and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
Congratulations, Councillor Theocaridis. I now invite you to say a few words.
Thank you, Helen, and well done on the pronunciation. Excellent work. Good evening, everyone. I stand here tonight deeply humbled and grateful to have been elected as councillor for Moonee Valley. This is not just a personal milestone, it is a shared achievement of our community, whose voices and aspirations will now have a strong advocate in council. The election campaign showed me the incredible spirit of our community, from the families who shared their hopes for a better future to the small business owners who spoke about the challenges they face, and the seniors who welcomed me in their homes to discuss what matters most to them. Every conversation was a reminder of how much we can achieve when we work together. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the people who made my campaign possible. To the local business owners who displayed posters in their shop windows, the residents who placed yard signs in their gardens, and the volunteers who joined me at street stalls, delivered flyers and knocked on doors. Your dedication and belief in our shared vision kept me going. To my mum and stepdad, who tirelessly delivered thousands of flyers on foot, and to my husband, who held the fort at home throughout this campaign, I truly could not have done this without your unwavering support. This was not an easy contest. With two other strong candidates, it was a hard-fought race right to the finish. I want to acknowledge my fellow candidates for their dedication and commitment to this community. Our differing visions reflect the diversity of our perspectives that make Moonee Valley so special. As I have taken the oath tonight, I was also aware of the significance of this moment. As the first neurodivergent cold woman elected to any level of government in Australia, this is not just a personal milestone. It is a testament to our community's progress in embracing diversity and inclusion. It is my hope that this milestone opens the door for more people from all walks of life to see themselves reflected in leadership. This role is not about me, it is about us. And I am here to represent not just Canning Ward, but the values and aspirations of all of Moonee Valley. Together, we will work for real outcomes that support families, empower people with disabilities, honour our seniors and strengthen our local businesses. Thank you for trusting me to serve as your councillor. I will work tirelessly to uphold that trust, and I'm excited for the journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Theocharidis. Thank you. And congratulations again. Representing Fairburn Ward, I call upon Philburn. Please read after me. I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the municipal community.
I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the municipal community.
I will abide by the Model Council Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Councillor Code of Conduct.
I will abide by the Model Councillor Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Councillor Code of Conduct.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
Thank you. Congratulations, Councillor Byrne.
Thank you, Helen.
Now I invite you to say a few words.
Thank you, Helen. Firstly, I too respectfully acknowledge the Wurundjeri people, traditional owners of the land of Moonee Valley, and I pay my respects to elders past and present and community members within Moonee Valley Council. I'd just like to also thank everyone who has supported me being here tonight. You know who you all are. Some inside the room and many outside the room, and I hope to catch up with you personally to thank you in person when I can. But a special thank you to Danielle and Mawina for your love and support, which has essentially got me here tonight, so thank you. I would also like to acknowledge all of the candidates across the Moonee Valley election and congratulate the successful candidates here tonight, and I really look forward to working with everyone here. Particular thanks also goes to the residents, sporting clubs, community groups, businesses who took the time to engage with me throughout the campaign. Through this engagement, it's clear to me that I'm representing a community that expects us to work well together to deliver for our whole diverse community. A community that expects safe streets and roads to be safe for all users and local residents and not just convenient for people to drive through. A community that wants strong action on climate change and support with energy transition and efficiency. A community that wants our parks and sporting facilities to reflect the diverse needs of our community. A community that demands that we deliver for all of our services without fail on the very broad breadth of council service, and a community that wants our commercial areas to shine and reflect the wonderful community that we are. Finally, I look forward to working with fellow councillors council staff and the community to deliver for Moonee Valley. Thank you very much. Thanks, Helen.
Thank you, Councillor Byrne. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Representing Minyara Ward, I call upon John Sapek. So take some oath. Please repeat after me. You can sign all these. I swear by Almighty God that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the municipal community.
I swear by Almighty God that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the municipality community.
I will abide by the Model Council Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Council Code of Conduct.
I will abide by the Model Councillor Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of the conduct set out in the Model Councillor Code of Conduct.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skills and judgment.
Please sign here. Congratulations, Councillor Sapek. And now I invite you to say a few words.
Thank you, Helen. We have some special guests in this room. We have Community Leader Frank de Blasi OAM. We have former Councillor Rebecca Gauci-Marucci in the room with us here, and we also have the municipal monitors that I'd like to acknowledge. I'd also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land, and I also like to acknowledge Welcome to Country. It was a wonderful ceremony. Thank you very much for coming here tonight to be with us. Councils are quite a unique form of government. And like some of my colleagues have said, there's going to be 9 different views sometimes, or sometimes we might have all the same views, or it could be a mixed views. But I've had a read of all my elected colleagues here tonight, what they stood for. I've read them over about 3 or 4 times, and I can see a lot of similarities, that we share some similar ideas and similar goals. And I think this will be a great council that we're going to have here. I think it's going to be a very, very good 4 years, and I hope that we can achieve not what we want, but what the community wants, because we were elected by the community, we work for the community, and we will respect the community. And with the help of our officers and our wonderful CEO here, I think we're going to have a flourishing 4 years, and I think there's going to be a lot of improvement within Moonee Valley. And once again, to my colleagues, welcome. I think we're going to have a great 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Sapek, and congratulations again.
Thanks, Helen.
Representing Merlon Ward, I call upon Rosiza. Please read after me. I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of a councillor in the best interests of the municipal community.
I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the municipal community.
I will abide by the Model Council Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Council Code of Conduct.
I will abide by the Model Councillor Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Councillor Code of Conduct.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities, and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
Congratulations, Councillor Isa, and now I will welcome you to say a few words.
Thank you, Uncle Bill and elders, for welcoming councillors to Wurundjeri land this evening. Thank you to every voter in Murnong. I'll not let you down. In our complex world, council is here to make community life easier, and we are here for everyone. I congratulate all of my colleagues, and I'm particularly thrilled to be working this term alongside 3 new Labor colleagues who bring to the table Labor values of fairness, economic justice, secure employment and housing, and freedom from discrimination and prejudice. Their election to council is the legacy of the fine example set by Katrina Hodgson here tonight and Pierce Tyson. Their dignified and insightful approach to council encouraged me to rejoin Labor, to be part of a bigger collective aspiring for social justice and progressive policy. Their leadership is the wave on which our new team will ride. I am, of course, deeply saddened that Pierce is not here with us, and I would like to use the remainder of my address to reflect on his contribution, particularly his outstanding leadership as our Mayor, as there won't be another opportunity for well-deserved public recognition. Pierce was one of Australia's youngest mayors, but you wouldn't know it. His maturity and intellect are a match for anyone. He steered us through some of the most public turbulence this council has known, all the while maintaining a calmness for which everyone in the organisation is profoundly grateful. Pierce is adored by the organisation, and while I'm conscious this may read as an obituary to the living, I've collected a few words from people with whom he worked closely as Mayor. Interestingly, most responses went straight to the impact of his personal character on the organisation, reminding me of the saying that a life is not important except for the impact it has on others. As a councillor and Mayor, Pierce's impact on Moonee Valley has been as a man with charisma and charm, used mostly for the forces of good. He is engaging and personable with a very quirky sense of humour, always able to share a laugh. Despite the challenges of the role, he's always appreciative and respectful of staff efforts and opinions, showing genuine care for the workforce, asking, "What do you think about this?" and actually taking the advice given. Yet, like a true politician, he can also be dogged, using his smarts for social justice and the creation of a better Moonee Valley Council. He'll never give up fighting for his community so that all can prosper, a unionist through and through. Pierce is courageous. He owned the responsibilities of the mayoral role and is a man of strong principles. Yet he balances this with being thoughtful and caring and with a painstaking attention to detail. Delightful to work with, and his presence and company will be sorely missed by us all. Our Deputy Premier and local MP, Ben Carroll, says the following: "In his term as a councillor and his back-to-back mayoralty, Pierce worked effectively with all levels of government to deliver for our community. His tenacity and advocacy skills delivered in bundles for Moonee Valley. What drives him are his Labor values, and he made sure that council had the community at front of mind when making decisions. The leadership role he took during the campaign will mean that Moonee Valley Council is now a progressive council that is reflective of our community." As councillors, we're all constantly learning about how we can have the best impact on others, and Pierce taught us much. We'll miss his courage to always do the right thing, even at great personal cost. And we'll miss his willpower and strength to knock the head right off the gavel. Thank you, and thank you, Murnong Ward.
Thank you, Councillor Isa, and congratulations again. Representing Queen's Park Ward, I call upon Ava Adams. Please read after me. I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the municipal community.
I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the municipal community.
I will abide by the Model Council Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Council Code of Conduct.
I will abide by the Model Councillor Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Councillor Code of Conduct.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
Congratulations, Councillor Adams. Now I invite you to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. It's nice to be back. I am truly honoured and excited to be elected as councillor for Queen's Park Ward. This is a privilege I do not take lightly, and I want to begin by thanking my incredible family and friends for their unwavering support throughout the last 4 years and especially during this election campaign. A special thank you to my 3 children, Jack, Emma and Edward, and to my parents, Nassif and Yola. Your love and encouragement have meant the world to me. I also want to express my deepest gratitude to everyone in Queen's Park Ward who have placed their trust in me. I am humbly grateful to each and every one of you. I promise to work tirelessly to represent you and advocate for our community over the next 4 years. Congratulations to all my fellow councillors who have been elected. I look forward to working alongside each of you, collaborating to ensure we have a cohesive, productive and successful council term. To the councillors who are not returning, I want to acknowledge and thank you for your hard work and dedication in the last term of council. I look forward to continuing the great work we've done together for the betterment of Moonee Valley. I've lived my whole life in Moonee Valley and I'm so grateful to now be raising my own children here while also living and working in Queen's Park Ward. We are blessed with an incredible community, a community that shares a common passion to celebrate and champion the diversity, vibrancy and spirit that make this area so special. While there are undoubtedly challenges ahead, I truly believe that by working together as a cohesive councillor group, along with Moonee Valley's CEO and executive team, we can overcome them and achieve great outcomes for all in our municipality. As your councillor, I promise to continue being someone who listens to our community, is accessible, approachable and transparent. I am deeply committed to this role and driven to continue doing the important work that will help Moonee Valley thrive. I love this city and I'm excited to see it continue to grow and progress to be the best place to live, work, raise a family, shop, play and do business. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Adams, and congratulations again. Thank you. Representing Still Creek Ward, I call upon Samantha Byrne. Please repeat after me. I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the municipal community.
I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the municipal community.
I will abide by the Model Council Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Council Code of Conduct.
I will abide by the Model Councillor Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Councillor Code of Conduct.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
Congratulations, Councillor Byrne.
Thank you.
And now I will invite you to say a few words.
Would you like me to sign it first or? Oh, up to you. Thank you, Helen, and thank you, Uncle Bill, for that wonderful welcome to country. And thank you, everyone, for being here tonight, and for those that are joining online at home. I'm fortunate enough. Oh, hi, Rory. Yep. That's my son up the back. I'm fortunate enough that this is the third time that I've been able to stand here at a swearing-in ceremony for Moonee Valley City Council. Serving as your councillor has been an incredible honour and something that I'm forever grateful for, the opportunity to make a difference. I love our area and I'm determined to ensure Moonee Valley continues to be a place that we're all proud to call home. During my time on council, I've remained committed to prioritising the needs of our community, and I look forward to doing this for another 4 years. This council term, I look forward to working on the new Nidri Library, collaborating closely with residents and businesses to ensure it meets our community's needs. I'll also look forward to enhancing our waterways and upgrading playgrounds, public toilets and sporting facilities. I'd like to thank everyone who has supported me to get to this position. It was a crazy ride and I'm sure something that none of you signed up for. To my husband Phil and children Lila, Rory and Zoe, my parents Heather and Brad, sister Stacey and in-laws Pam and Roger, thank you for being the loving support, pamphlet droppers and sign putter-uppers. You listened to me at all hours of the night and your love and support and never wavered. I would also like to thank friends, extended family, the school community and social media acquaintances who dedicated their time and energy to get me across the line. I couldn't have done this without you. I'd also like to acknowledge the outgoing councillors, former councillors Sharp, Tyson, Bedio, O'Neill and retired Hodgson. Thank you for your service. Helen, I look forward to working with you and your team and fellow councillors to deliver the best possible outcomes for this city. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Byrne, and congratulations again. Representing Woodlands Ward, I call upon Fram Cosgrave. affirmation. Please read after me. I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the municipal community.
I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the municipal community.
I will abide by the Model Councillor Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Councillor Code of Conduct.
I will abide by the Model Councillor Code of Conduct and uphold the standards of conduct set out in the Model Councillor Code of Conduct.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
I will faithfully and impartially carry out and exercise the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 2020 and any other act to the best of my skill and judgment.
Congratulations, Councillor Cosgrave. Now, I invite you to say a few words.
Thank you, Helen, and thank you, Uncle Bill. I'm honoured to be standing here today and to have been given the opportunity to represent and serve Moonee Valley. There's an amazing team of people in my life whose support and encouragement has enabled me to be here. And I won't name them all, but to my family, my friends, my neighbours and everyone else who supported me, thank you. I'm so incredibly grateful. I do want to call out my mum, who has always led by example when it comes to getting involved and giving back to the community and has imparted that on us. To the councillors from last term, thank you for your service to our community. And to those of you who generously offered your time, advice and guidance when I put my hand up, thank you. To all of the councillors in the room tonight, formerly councillors now, I'm so excited to get to work with you all. And I hope that over the next few years we can work as a team to deliver lots of great outcomes for Moonee Valley. And finally, my deep thanks to all of the residents and local groups, particularly in Woodlands Ward and across Moonee Valley, who took the time to speak with me over the last few months. I wanted to highlight some of the recurring themes that I heard from them and that I've taken on board. You want safer streets, particularly for pedestrians, so that our youngest and oldest residents can move around the community safely. You value our green spaces. You want to see them protected and enhanced for the benefit of all of the people and creatures that use them. And foremost, you want us to get on with the job. Our community is hardworking, honest and practical, and you expect and deserve the same of your councillors. So to the people of Moonee Valley, you are full of ideas, passion and generosity. And I'm excited to work with you and for you to improve our community and ensure it remains a place where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Cosgrave, and congratulations again. That concludes the swearing ceremony of the councillors. On behalf of the community and the council staff, I congratulate you all on your election. We look forward to working with you over the next 4 years, and we continue to deliver quality services and good governance for the Moonee Valley community. That concludes tonight's official business. The next meeting will be held on Tuesday, 26 November 2024, to elect the mayor and the deputy mayor. Thank you for all those present and watching online. I now declare this ceremony closed. Good night.